Good morning, students. In previous class, we studied relationship between biodiversity and taxonomy. These two terms we studied under the chapter Diversity in Living World. So this is the second lecture, and this class is dealing with the term taxonomy in detail. So we are aware about this term, we know how to define it. We define it by taxonomy is a biological science which deals with identification, classification and nomenclatures of life form on Earth ever. So, first of all, we will focus upon the history of taxonomy, the timeline of taxonomy. So, the first term which we will deal here is timeline of taxonomy. We divide the entire history of taxonomy in 4 parts. The first phase of taxonomy is from the time of Aristotle up to 12th century, which is known as classical taxonomy. Classical taxonomy. 384 BC up to 1200 AD. And from 1200 AD to 1600, it is termed as the time of artificial taxonomy. From 1600 to 1800, is termed as 1860. It is termed as the period of natural taxonomy. Then it is 1700, will be more justified. 1700, natural taxonomy. And from 1860 till now, the phase of taxonomical work comes under phylogenetic taxonomy. So how we have divided the history of timeline in different sections? Classical taxonomy, artificial taxonomy, natural taxonomy and phylogenetic taxonomy. The day Aristotle, Theophrastus and in 5th and 6th century Pliny the Elder, these are the workers who provided description of large number of trees. But during this phase of taxonomical history, the development of morphological trait was very less, minimal. That was the starting of invention and discoveries of morphological traits. In that period, we do not find any specific information regarding the identification, classification and nomenclature of life form. So that phase is called classical phase of taxonomy, and we calculate it from the birth of or the starting period of Aristotle up to 1200 AD. Then comes the period when some artificial classification was based upon artificial traits, like the number of anthers in a flower or a stamen, their position, their fusion. So such type of classification which was based on artificial characteristics, which has nothing to do with the phylogenetic relationship of life form, are known as artificial taxonomy. And the workers of the most prominent work of this period is Carolus Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus provided the most prominent artificial taxonomy based upon artificial characteristics like monoandria, diandria, diagynemus, syngentia. So, the most prominent work of artificial taxonomy is given by Carolus Linnaeus. When the natural system evolved, when the classification was based upon natural traits, which also focused towards phylogenetic relationship, is known as natural taxonomy. And the most prominent work of this phase of taxonomic history is the classification of plants by Bentham and Hooker. Bentham and Hooker's classification. Bentham and Hooker's classification. The discovery of theory of evolution, the theory of natural selection by Charles Darwin started a new cult, a new trend in all disciplines of sciences. And in taxonomy also, scientific community started engulfing the concept of evolution in taxonomical work and started classification based upon phylogenetic relationship of organism, and such classification is known as phylogenetic taxonomy. And the most prominent work of this period is Aqueous classification. Angler and Prantl classification. Thatcher system of classification. Well, so this is a wide view of taxonomical history. We again focus upon the characteristics of different phases of taxonomical history. So we start again from classical taxonomy. Classical taxonomy is that phase of taxonomical history in which morphological trait was not developed much, and species were considered as static unit. According to the plan of creator, they thought that a species does not evolve. A species is as it is from the day the God has created them. So that concept of species, which is similar to the typological concept of a species provided by Carolus Linnaeus, was also comes from this phase. And in this phase there was no concept of evolution. Morphological trait was not much developed. There was no definite pattern of classification, identification and nomenclature. We just get the list of plants, description of the leaf and color of leaf and flower and fruit. So after this phase, the taxonomists started classifying plant and animal on the basis of artificial characteristics, visible characteristics, and these characteristics started artificial taxonomy. That phase was also based upon typological concept of a species. But from natural and phylogenetic, these two comes under modern taxonomy. Modern taxonomy. So overall, we can classify the entire history in three sections: classical, artificial, and modern. Natural and phylogenetic is under modern taxonomy. So I think the timeline of taxonomy is clear to all. Now we will start taxonomical tools, techniques in detail. So we first start with the term taxonomy. Identification. Identification of a life form is a process which is based upon their characteristics, and the work of identification is done by the help of keys. A keys is a set of information, particular information about a species. We will focus this topic later in detail. Before that, we study classification and the process of classification in taxonomy, so that it will be more easy to understand identification. So what is the system of classification in taxonomy? System of classification. Taxonomist, the person who is specialized in taxonomical work, is known as taxonomist. And taxonomy is the oldest profession in the world. The day human beings started gathering fruit or food, the taxonomy starts. That's why we call it as the oldest profession of the world. When we will focus upon the phases of Carolus Linnaeus, they developed a more feasible, more applicable process of classification by forming basis of classification. And they developed hierarchy of classification. And that hierarchy of classification is known as taxonomical hierarchy, the basis on which we classify organisms. The basis which was designed does not come in its full form at once. They have developed in different steps. The basis which Linnaeus used in its classification, the hierarchy is called Linnaeus hierarchy, a Linnaean basis of hierarchy. What was that? That was class, family, genus, species, variety. So these are called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are known as Linnaean taxonomical hierarchy. It was improved, and the modern system of classification uses 7 basic taxonomical units or hierarchy are kingdom, phylum or division, class, order, family, genus, species. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Later on in 1977, Carl Woese introduced a new term which was accepted by the nomenclature assembly in 1990, and now the biggest taxonomical rank is known as domain. So, including domain, there are 8 basic taxonomical rank or hierarchy on which classification is based upon. But to accommodate large number of life forms, the intermediate categories are used. The intermediate categories below kingdom is sub-kingdom. Above phylum is superphylum. And below phylum is subphylum. Above class is superclass. Below class is the subclass. Above order is superorder. And below order is suborder. Above family is superfamily. And below family is subfamily or tribe. Above genus is supergenus. Below genus is subgenus. Below a species, there are taxonomic ranks such as subspecies, variety, race, etc. So these are intermediate categories to accommodate large number of life forms present over the earth. So this taxonomic rank are the basis of classification of life form. We just present an example from one example from plant kingdom and other example from animal kingdom. So this side I am providing information about human, and this side potato. Domain eukarya. This one is also under eukarya. Here the kingdom is Animalia. Here the kingdom is Plantae. Here the phylum is Vertebrata. Here the phylum is, or division is, Angiosperma. Here the class is Mammalia. Here the class is Dicotta. Here the order is Primate. Here the order is Sapindus. Here the family is Hominidae. Here the order is, family is Solanus. Sorry, order is Solanus. Solanus. Here the genus is Homo and species is Sapiens. Here the genus is Solanus and species is Tuberosum. So this is the basis of classification for human and potato on the basis of hierarchy provided here, 8 basic hierarchy. So every life form has to be classified on this taxonomic tag. So every life form will have at least 8 identification, rank, criteria on which they will be defined. So I think the hierarchy of classification is well understood to all of you. We will study binomial nomenclature and we will study all this taxonomic rank in detail one by one. We will study about species, what are the typological concept of a species, what is the biological concept of a species, what is the evolutionary concept of a species, what are the divisions which are recognized by the nomenclature system below species, like subspecies in botany and subspecies in zoology, variety in botany, races used for human being. So after that we will study genus in detail, then family, then order, then class, then phylum, then kingdom, and then so till then stay at home, stay safe, bye.